Hi, I'm Ashley Adamson, and I'm with my sister today, Jackie, and can't say Jackie Adamson because we have like 3 last names in our family. It's a little nuts. Yeah, we were kind of just talking about my transition and what it was like in the family, and I was not here for most of the time while that kind of happened. So I wanted to talk to Jackie a little bit to hear what the behind the scenes is and what it was like on your side. You might kind of learn a little bit more about kind of like advocacy stuff with someone's transition, and also you might learn a little bit of what may go behind the scenes with a family that's like dealing with a transition, and also maybe some approaches of your own transition if you're on your own transition, and how to kind of manage communication and get the conversion of getting the pronouns correct and the adaptability in the family. So with that, hi Jackie, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Isn't that great? We got you on the show now.
I know, it could be like a little feature.
Yeah, and we both got our hair done yesterday. I mean, like Jackie's hair is looking much better than mine. Why is your hair looking better than mine?
I don't know, I just slept. I slept and woke up.
Yeah. But now we have the same hairdresser. I think I'm gonna use her moving forward.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, highly recommended. So, I don't know, like, where do we start? Like, all right, so I told the family, I was like, I'm a woman, and please use these pronouns, and, this is it. I'm a trans woman.
Yeah.
So maybe we can start there. And actually, I was with you when I came out to mom, right? Yeah. But mom, and I think parents will kind of keep some things to themselves, or they'll talk about you behind the scenes. So I want to hear what happened behind the scenes. What was that like when I wasn't here?
It was actually kind of weird. I think the first period was basically like, whoa, you kind of just dropped this bomb on us and we didn't really see that coming. And especially because it's like, it was a later transition by most ideas of when people transition. And so mom and dad took like a really long time trying to like get the she, her instead of the he, him, right? But I think what was easier is that you came out as non-binary first. So you were easing into the different pronouns, which I think actually also helped me and taught me to be more aware of pronouns, because I remember once I slipped up and you're like, you need to be more aware of your pronouns, and I was like, whoa, I never even like considered this before. So mom and dad would like kind of slip up and say he, him, or Ben, and I'm like, mom, she goes by she, her, and Ash now. So it was kind of difficult for them to get into it, and sometimes I feel like they were really strict in the way that they wanted to refer to you, where they're just really like, no, she's Ben in my mind and she's not going to be anything else, and wanted to call you Ben and hold on to that. So it's kind of weird being in between that, because I'm like, I grew up in a time where I'm more used to people being like, LGBT or something, whereas mom and dad were less okay with that and they don't see as many. So it's like I have these 2 different balances that I have to deal with, where it's like I know I should correct them, but they're not gonna listen. It's like, how do I get them to listen? So it's really weird. Yeah, and I see you sometimes when I was here, you would correct the parents like immediately, almost like a whip. You'd be like, she, her, or something like that. Yeah, because I think that's a really big hurdle to get over, and once you get through that, you can kind of do anything. And you get used to it. You're like, wow, this is how life is now, and I'm gonna deal with that. It's okay. Yeah. So did you ever kind of like, were you always kind of doing this automatic correction, or did you sometimes give them some space? Yeah. Sometimes I just let it slide and be like, maybe next time, like, they'll do it. But it's like, as they got used to it, and I think they got a little afraid of slipping up in front of me because I was kind of harsh with it, that they'd be like, oh, maybe I'm gonna take a moment and think, like, what do I need to say? And it's like, if I know it was an accident, they're gonna do it, like, right the next time, then I'm like, you know what, I'll just let it pass. But I think the weirdest thing with this is that mom, being our mom, of course, would sometimes refer to you in the past, and I still don't really know how to address this, where I saw a video where it's like, when they were assigned their gender. And when they went by this name, as opposed to like just straight up saying, oh, he and Ben and whatever, she'd talk about you like, oh, like Ben when he was in high school, because that's who you were to us. That kind of gave people, she'd give people like an insight to who you were and like how you were when you were in middle school or high school, so they get to know what your character's like. But what that kind of did, and I really personally did not appreciate this, is they didn't know you then, but they made it feel like it opened the door for them to act like they knew you in that time. So then they'd start slipping up and saying he, him, and Ben. And I'm like, I thought it was really weird.
That's super confusing.
It was super weird, and then they'd start gendering you wrong. And they
slippery slope.
And I'm like, you don't know them. How could you do that?
Oh my
so it's
God.
like, Mom did this. It's like, okay, Mom, you can tell them about how you were back then. But then it's like even more for me to juggle, because now these people are like, oh, so their name's Ben. I'm like, no, it's not Ben, it's Ashley. So weird.
That's stupid.
Yeah, and people still do it. And I'm like, you've never even met them.
Oh my God, that is so weird. I mean, I've heard this from the parents, all parents. They kind of refer to me as the old self, and gender me as the old self, because they're like, that's who you are, that's how I remember you. And like, perhaps because I'm in the same body, it's considered to be the same person. But I feel like since I changed genders, it's like that person was another person.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like the previous me died.
Yeah, that's kind of how you treat it.
Yeah, he's dead. You know, we took him out back and just, you know, quickly executed him. God, that's kind of confusing, because then you're in a situation where you're like, well, I can't really correct the pronouns, because technically speaking, that's what he went by, you know?
Yeah, and it's like really weird, because then they'd be like, I feel like just this specific person might have been a little transphobic, so it's like even more slippery than it needed to be.
Yeah, oh my God.
So,
all right, jeez.
Yeah, it's a lot to tackle. But it's a good story.
Oh my God,
you know?
yeah, that is really good.
Yeah, and I think it really helps build your character and teaches you how to deal with more. And also it like helps me learn how to like advocate for others, because my school really liked teaching us to be like social justice warriors and, you know what's happening and be able to help other people who can't really help themselves. So I feel like being in the actual position where there's someone who I need to advocate for and help, it really helps put that into perspective, I think. But the thing is that you're not really around many trans people, and you're not going to experience someone close to you transitioning all the time. But you can hear from others, and I think that's a really important story to hear from both sides, because there's a lot that's going on, and it's important to listen, because maybe you might experience it and then you can learn and maybe even like tackle the situation better than like how we have, because we're just learning and we're going with it.
Yeah, kind of on the fly.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's super fascinating. So I kind of want to ask you personally, how's it been for you? Like, how was the process of you processing this? What was that like?
Well, you transitioned like 5 years ago now, I'd say.
No, I think it was about 3.5, maybe 4 years ago.
3 to 4, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like in 9th grade, and I'm a freshman in college now, so I was a lot more immature, but I think it also made me mature quicker. So at first it was actually really, really difficult, because, I held on, I grew up all my life, obviously.
You knew me as your bigger brother.
Yeah. And so we spent a lot of time together, we played video games together.
Skyrim.
Yeah, we had this great bond, and you'd always come back, and I would remember I'd run to you and jump into your arms every time you came back, and then it's like, oh, you're not him anymore. This is kind of weird. And I felt like there was like a slight divide between us, as you had to figure out who you were and develop your identity. And then I was trying to get through school and develop myself as well. So there was a lot happening, and it's like I felt really sad, because I felt like, as you said, it's like a loss.
Yeah.
And so as I began to understand what was happening and you became more comfortable in yourself, I understood like why this happened, and like I became more accepting. Like at first I was like, okay, this is happening. I can't really do anything, but I'll accept it. But I began to see like, oh, this is okay. I'm okay with this, you know? And I wrote a lot of essays about it, and even now I'm still talking about it because I feel like it's important to talk about, and it's really helped me. Like talking about it with other people has helped me accept it more. So that's why I'm like here.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't know you went through all of that process, but I imagined that you could be going through that process.
Yeah. Writing about it definitely helped. It helped me process it more.
Yeah, because you're putting it into words, and you kind of are making decisions and kind of figuring it out as you're going through it.
Yeah, also it's hard because, you know, mom and dad are trying to deal with it themselves. They don't know how to deal with it. I'm the only one out of all my friends who I think has been around someone who is actually transitioning, and then again, you're family, so you're really close, so no one's gonna be able to relate to that. So, you know, reaching out, it's really hard, and I can't even go to my school because they're gonna be like, oh, I don't really know how to handle this.
We don't know any trans people.
Yeah, like I can't think of a single trans person at my entire school, given it was really small, but you know.
Yeah, well, we are 1% or less than 1% of the population, so yeah. We're pretty rare.
Yes. That's why it kind of hit us like a truck when you're like, hey, I'm trans now. So like, whoa.
Yeah, trans.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, is there anything else you'd like to kind of share to the viewer at home, or any lessons that you've learned, or anything that you just want to kind of speak and get out there to people who are listening?
I don't know. I think I've said most of it. I think it's just really weird being around people who don't accept trans people, or like all the time I see all these bills being passed and people being transphobic or homophobic, and it's weird to me. You know, obviously fortunately, I'm not
You're not the victim of that.
Yeah, I'm not subject to any of this, but you know, having someone close to home, you know, I'm looking at this and it makes me really mad, you know, because like it's not their life, it's not their choice, so why does it matter? But it's like, it's really rough. And I see in your comments all the time, like the amount of like support and light you bring into these people's lives, and it makes me happy that you are being what people need, essentially. So you can basically pave the way for all these people who might be going through something rough. And honestly, I would love to help people as well, like you, if they have any questions about what it's like, and like how they can get people to support them. Because I know it's kind of rough transitioning, and if you don't have someone supporting you. So
yeah, there's a lot there. Definitely having support is super important, and having your support as my sister really helped.
Yeah,
really helped.
Yeah, I think about the time that you like came out a lot. Like that's a staple in my high school experience, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's awesome though.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being on this show.
Yeah, of course.
Jackie, everyone. I can't say Jackie Adamson. I want to say Jackie Adamson, but that's not. I'm Ashley Adamson, and we're sisters.
Yes.
Thanks for joining, and yeah, feel free to leave some comments down below for Jackie, and you know, maybe I'll forward those to Jackie, and Jackie can answer those.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. See you in another episode soon. Bye.